do something about that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's all stored on YouTube. Okay, so when we last saw our Intrepid Heroes, which was actually a month ago, anyway, not dwelling, you decided to support, what was her name? What was the name of the woman who wanted to top key NPCs? What was her name?
Oh,
the woman who decided to top Mogdred. Wanted to top Mogdred.
Oh, she's not in that one. She's in the previous.
What, Ash?
No. Ash was the reason you went in first. Athala, that's right.
Yeah.
So you went with Athala. I've just found her. You went with Athala, and realizing that you might want some friends if you were going to attack Mogdred in his tower, because you sent him a message warning him you were coming, so you could have a big, open fight. Because that's how Mogdred. Because Mogdred's famous for being honourable. But you did intelligently say to yourselves, we might bring some friends. And so you went and recruited Ash, the Noldor elf, who hates servants of the necromancer. And she went with you, and you went to attack Mogdred. And, you went to meet Mogdred so you could do the battle. And you didn't meet Mogdred. You didn't make it to the tower, as a matter of fact, because you were ambushed by trolls and a Nazgul.
That's right.
And then you fought valiantly against said trolls and Nazgul, and then you ran away because that was the right thing to do.
Strategic.
And you also persuaded Ash to run away.
Yeah.
So you still have Ash with you, as it were. You still have Ash on tap.
Wait, can we use the eagles to go somewhere cool?
That was what we were using the eagles to escape.
Yeah, they dropped you outside of the forest.
Private cinematically for me, so I feel like it was cool, not wasted endeavor.
It wasn't wasted. You're all still alive after being chased by Nazgul and a bunch of trolls. That was the opposite of wasted, guys. I just want to make it super clear that wasted would be you're all lying dead on the ground. With the Nazgul standing in triumph.
It would have gone a lot
so.
worse. Yeah.
That's true. I
So,
like
I did think that maybe the Eagles were going to take us to Tyrant's Hill, but no, we'd already made the decision not to.
Oh,
You
okay,
already had your asses kicked. I don't think you were going to Tyrant's Hill. Things were looking pretty fragile. And you did decide that you needed to. You're going to have you now have the sort of obligation of getting together effectively more. You need an army.
Well, yeah, and we need to let people know what we encountered.
Yeah, and what you've that's right, what you've discovered. And particularly you need to let Radagast the Brown know what you've discovered.
Yes.
Because he is your patron. Doesn't come that over, but this one it might be necessary to go and see Radagast and say, hey dude, we met this dark dude and he was really angry, and Loredel's going, no, that wasn't just any old wraith. That much I can say with some degree of confidence. So I think the Eagles have actually taken you to just outside of Rosgobble, and dropped you there.
We'll check out the waterfall to see what kind of mood Radagast's in.
Yeah, there we are. So there we are. Good old Rosgobble. There it is. I feel nostalgic because we're running towards the end. So I just want to point out that I put all that energy into illuminating various bits of the picture and making them move so they're more magical. I know. I'm very proud of it.
It is very nice. I haven't seen this one in a while. It's very pretty.
Yeah.
Magical forest that's shimmering away.
That's right. Yeah. All right. So this is where you are. So first thing is everyone can take a long rest, obviously. So please, all of you take a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's right. 9 points.
Oh, yeah, and there's 9 fellowship points to spread around you, so you can add that in as well. And I do note a number of you are down on hope, So
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
A bit of hope.
Who's looking rough on Hope right now?
I've got-
so
10 out of 16.
so Buren's got 4 out of 10,
Oh,
Oh,
and
that's rough.
I'm miserable. A sock
yeah, you
drawer.
are miserable.
Oh,
Yeah.
you should.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should get some hope, man.
Yeah, like 3. She's at 3.
Yeah.
And
you.
Gloradell's got 6 out of 12, and the other 3 of you have got more than 10, so,
Yeah.
or 10.
I'm
All right, I'm
pretty
just going to
fine.
take 1 point at this point.
Okay, so yep, so floors.
Okay.
Well, Gloria, you
I'll
should
take-
have 2 as well.
Yeah. I'll just take
Okay.
one.
You're doing a prolonged? Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. So I think the deal was you could take 3 hope, Buren,
Cool.
to
Thanks,
get you out of
guys.
miserable. Oh, there it goes. I must say it is
means
worth
now I can
noting that
take
the second edition interface just keeps on improving.
Yeah.
The French
Mine is
dude
just
is
saying that
supporting it is
Niall is
amazing.
out of breath. Niall, do you need some rest and
Well,
some hope?
you guys need to rest.
Yeah.
Niall hasn't rested yet, so he doesn't
I have
have
not
his
actually clicked on the
endurance
button
back.
yet. No.
Yeah. You can take
Um,
2. There's 2
I
left.
don't really need to if someone else needs it more.
I'm happy to take more.
Go. You know what? Go ahead.
Yeah, go.
Yeah.
What, you want me to take both?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. That's good. That gets me up to 10. Awesome. Thank you.
All right, then do the full prolonged rest, and boom.
Yep.
Now you're better.
There we go.
Okay, so you're at the gates of Rosgobble. You've been dropped by the Eagles, and they have pointed out this is the return of the favor, so this is it.
Mm-hmm.
And they've buggered off, leaving you at the gates. What do you want to do?
I'm sure there was some graces involved in farewells and thank you for your
Yeah,
obligation.
sure, yeah.
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 And then we've probably got
It's-
like a message
it's a
to
given.
pass on to Radagast from the King of the Eagles, or
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. That's better.
All right.
Right.
I think it's just straight to Radagast.
Yeah. We have an urgent
Okay,
message
so-
for Radagast.
You stride in and make your way to the forest. So you make your way into the forest, and you find yourselves not struggling to find the cottage. So you know how sometimes it takes you hours to find the cottage, and sometimes it could even take days. Today, however, it takes you straight there because obviously you have an important message to deliver. So Radagast is inside the cottage, buggerizing around with pots and, unguents and other things. And, there's the usual posse of animals kind of crawling around. He hears you coming and steps outside. Ah, greetings. It's been some time since I last saw you, I think, he says, blinking, not completely clear. Actually, he probably saw you about 2 years ago. But, yeah.
I've been busy.
Is of little meaning to him.
Yeah. He's already
Yeah.
he's already several thousand years old. It's all just a, fading dream, really.
Yeah. Oh, why is Radagast? We bring dire news from the south of Mirkwood.
What dire news do you bring? He says.
Well, we were making our way to the Tyrant's Hill where Mogdred is Lord. And
Yes. Member of the council.
yes, we had recently gained knowledge of some dark acts that Mogdred had performed in the past, and accusations that he had been in the service of the necromancer.
Oh, have we brought those two with us?
You brought
Athala?
Athala with you.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and Ash. Actually, Ash is probably there.
Yeah. All right. And these two new companions of ours can go into that further. But we had challenged Mogdred to answer for the accusations, and we never quite made it to Tyrant's Hill. But on our way there, we encountered a horde of fell creatures, including 4 trolls and a very dark, shadowed creature that chilled us to the bone. I've never seen anything like it. It was awful.
Hmm. Well, okay, that is unexpected, but I mean, South Mirkwood is a dangerous place full of dark things. Perhaps a white or something, gathered together.
No,
think it was
we
more
know
than that.
the whites. In Elven tales, they're considered one of the 9.
Right, so you go straight to the it's one of the 9 argument.
Indeed.
Do not pass go, do not collect $200. Right.
Mm.
Okay, can I get I think it's actually an law roll from someone who wants to
That'd be me.
Who wants to bring in the law? Does anyone
I'm the
want to
only one with
assist?
law in the party, so it's me.
Does anyone want to assist?
Can't.
As I said, only one in the party.
Wait,
Yeah.
Beard has liver. Beard has
Beard
one lore. He'll assist
Oh,
you.
Oh,
Oh,
you're going to help me, are you?
but
actually,
he'll be
I've got one
miserable
lore as
company.
well.
I think Yarn should
I've got
assist you
one
so that
more.
Yeah.
you're in
No.
He'll
You're
be
introduced
miserable
to
company
the
to
I could assist. Yeah.
All right, so you need to
I'll spend
spend
a
1
hope.
hope.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, there you go, Gloridel. You got a bonus
Woo! There we
assist
go.
from them.
How
Yeah, that's not bad.
fun.
Hey, that's
Nice.
excellent, actually. Yeah, nicely
Yeah.
It goes up
done.
in a sec.
And we're
Yeah,
not
great
wasting
success.
our points. It's right on 14.
It was a Gandalf and Rod on 14, so you were certain of a success.
Yeah.
All right, so okay, so basically we're going to run this as a short council.
Mm-hmm.
So the law establishes, no, we know what we're talking about. It really was one of the things, because Radagast. So in I would argue in the books, Radagast is very much presented as someone who doesn't take action. In comparison to Gandalf and even Saruman.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's not a leader. So you need to convince him that this is something he needs to actually engage in. Otherwise, he'll fap about.
Off with the squirrels.
Off with the squirrels, that's right.
It does seem very character for him. Yeah.
So, on that note, so I think we're talking, and I might just double click on one character sheet so I can see what sort of skills. So you've got law to sort of open the door. You've got a great success, so you've got an extra dice roll available to you. It's just going to be short, so it's just 3, so now 4. I think the skills that are most relevant would be Riddle, Enhearten, perhaps Song, and Persuade. So that's the skill package that you can deploy. So who would like to have a go at one of those things? So just to go over it again, Persuade, Riddle, Enhearten, Song.
So,
Well, I can definitely do Enhearten. I have plenty of it.
Okay.
So I shall be very encouraging.
All right. So talk to me.
Right, you really, this is
Make
really
your pitch,
serious.
Amaranth. Make your pitch.
This is so serious. Like, this was
I'm
not
gonna
an
do
accident
song while she plays, or while
that,
she does
that
her
we
spit.
ran into these
Playing
creatures. They were seeking us out, And I think it is clear that Mogdred has shown his true dark heart to us now. They were his troops, his forces. He sent them to waylay us, stop us coming to his tower. And we cannot let such a darkness stand on our doorstep. We must rally all of the woodsmen to our cause, and we need you to stand with us so that they will come and we can face this darkness all together.
Okay, that sounds like an excellent pitch. Now give me the enhearten roll that goes that backs that in.
And I'm
Don't be afraid
going
to
to
spin
be
hope.
singing with it.
I'm doing that. 16.
Okay, well, you both, no, but the song got a success as well. So, meanwhile, Buren's, strumming in the background. Sort of actually, throat singing in the background because, of course,
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
It's a beautiful throat singing. I just love that.
It also suits Brandon's current situation, so
Yeah, right.
ticks all the boxes.
The rumble in the depths of the throat.
Connects back to our conversation about Mongolian archery just moments ago. So with Mongolian archery and throat singing on board, all right, so that's two successes from both song and enhearten. So Buren's like, come on, singing some rousing battle hymn in the background, or some song about the dwarves' wars against the dark forces of.
Why do they always sound like drinking songs in the tavern?
Yeah.
Well, no, this one sounds more like a death dirge, is my imagination.
Oh, okay.
The other form of dwarvish singing.
There's only two, but
there's two. Yeah. There's the tavern song and the death dirge, because that's really what dwarves have. All right. Would anyone else like to volunteer their services? So riddle, persuade. You've already used enhearten.
I'd be willing to. Yeah, I'd be willing to riddle a bit.
Okay. Do recall, someone can assist if they want, or they can obviously save their dice and have a separate roll. All right.
Well, I can assist you with the riddle.
Awesome.
All right. What is your pitch here, Apple?
Oh, sorry. My pitch is going to be that this is important. This is a quest of great importance, and it'll I don't know. I'm trying to think of a really.
I think that it's going to be confounding the great enemy in the east.
Yeah. They have grown complacent. We must show that we are unified.
Okay. All right. Make the roll. It's okay. You've got a clap. You've got a skill. You've got a skill for a reason.
Yeah, exactly. Look, yeah.
Oi!
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I do have a skill for a
success.
reason. There it is.
All right. Okay, you smash through Radagast's reticence and general dithering.
Raph is much better at riddling than I am, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's clearly true. Well, Apple makes the point that this is obviously a rising power, and we've got to clip it off now before it grows in strength in the south, and we're unable to face it down. Now is the moment. We've unearthed this darkness before it was clearly ready. So if we strike early, we may be able to strike a mighty blow against it. All right. So Radagast is convinced, and agrees that something must be done immediately or near soon, and tasks you, his most trusted messengers and compatriots, with the duty of gathering together the forces of the woodsman realm. Because obviously what is necessary is the woodsmen to come together and march south to strike against Mogdred's tower and perhaps whatever dare stand in their way. Radagast, however, at the same time will seek counsel from, wise elders, strong and true, at the same time. So he basically tasks you to go to Woodsman's Town and let's actually get the right map up so we can actually talk about it. Right. Not that one. Journey map. Here we go. All right, so here you are at Rosgobble. All the way down there.
Thank you.
The mountain fast is up here. You've got the Woodsman's Town here, and you've got the Woodland Hall here. So those three places represent the sort of concentration of Woodsman's forces. Of course, you can also seek to go to Caedwyn's Fast, which has actually a reasonably strong presence.
Mm.
And because you've got an elf, you can try your luck.
Mm-hmm.
Up there in the corner with the Elf King.
Look, like he doesn't like the darkness.
That's true.
Don't know if that means that he'd be willing to fight with us, but
Yeah.
it's worth a shot.
And what about like the Bjornlings or Dale?
Well, what about the Bjornlings or Dale? You don't actually have a strong relationship with Dale.
No.
Like you've been there, but you've not done much with them.
Yeah.
Mm.
And when we have been there, bad things have happened.
It's
That's
true.
right.
We were there, the Queen died.
That's not our fault.
No. And
The other
What was
reality
it
is,
like
don't forget,
now?
like if you go all the way to the Dale, you're talking about months before you can
Yeah.
get those forces to where you are.
yeah.
Like, so, you're getting to Lake Town, for instance, and then getting a force from Lake Town to you would require them to come all the way down to Caedwyn's Fast and then cross the forest.
Yeah. I think Dale is not worth the effort.
No.
I don't think it'll turn up much. But I do think the Bjornlings might be worth the effort because we do actually have a connection with the Bjornlings.
That's true.
You do.
for now.
Yeah. Well, through Njal, and also we worked to help save a Bjornling town.
That's true.
Mm.
from
Yeah.
Or at least
raiders.
Eoris did. Eoris might send a message.
The group collective. The group
Yeah,
collective. Yeah. It was just
Yes. I shall be Eoris' messenger.
yeah. Look, it's a it's the ship of Theseus party kind of thing.
Yeah.
Totally.
This is the same axe from 1,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
So,
Alright.
Right.
what do you guys actually want to? Where do you want to go? Is the question.
So,
But I should make the point. Don't feel you have to go everywhere, right? Like you can send messages. The question is, who do you want to make sure turns up?
Mm.
Yeah. I think the most important places I'd say would be to go to Woodsman Town. Obviously, because it's a good spot to.
It's the biggest
Send a
concentration of woodsmen as well.
Yeah.
It has the most woodsmen.
And if we visit there, then we can send messages to other woodsmen, gatherings from there.
Yeah.
That we don't necessarily have to personally deliver.
Yep.
Then if we went, I think visiting the Bjornlings, I feel like we have good chances there of gathering some people, and they would be very helpful to have with us.
yeah.
And how are we feeling about Thranduil?
It's a long way to go to him, and I'm like not sure how successful it will be. But
I
then
think-
I think like if we don't go in person, it's probably not going to be successful at all. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
Hmm.
Well, he's kind of retreating from the world. It seems he's. I think if we went in person, we might get some archers or some troops that could skirmish. But mostly this is a woodsman fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Certainly happy to try.
What about Cadwin?
I do think we should visit Cadwin. I think Dagmar's forces would be very useful. However, I'm a little bit wary that Dagmar's forces I'm nervous about how loyal to Cadwin Dagmar's forces will be when we fight Mogdred.
Which might mean you actually should go there again and reinforce things.
Yeah.
Because Kerwin's area and Fort Arliss. What are we doing about Fort Arliss?
That's true. We need to protect it. That's our one line of defense there.
And it rotates through Tyrant's Hill troops and things as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somehow I don't think they're going to be coming there except to just claim it now.
I know, but it's a strategic stronghold for us to hold the line.
Yeah.
So holding the Narrows is the long-term goal for this.
Yeah. So I would suggest that from Roscoe, we send a message to Black Tarn to Eorith to say, outlining everything that we've done and requesting that she seize control of Fort Arliss and hold it at all costs.
Yeah.
So then at least we've got, we don't have to worry about that in the background at the moment, that she's already taking care of it. Yeah.
So the question is, though, are you going to go to Cadwin's fast?
I think we are.
Okay.
I think if we're going to, I think that Clorodel made a good point about the importance of, going there and ensuring that they are loyal to our side and don't get recruited by Mogdred.
Yeah.
I think
so who's got the best battle skill?
We need to go up to Woodsman
battle?
Town.
I think that's me. I think it's me with the best battle.
Yeah, I think it is.
I think we need to go to Woodsman Town and have the conversation there. Sure, send a message to go and take control of Black Tarn. Sorry, of Fort Arliss. Because what we can do is when we go to Woodman Town, we can then come down and check on Fort Arliss on our way to Kerwin's fast.
Yeah. And we can ask the Woodsman Town to send a message to the Mountain Fast as well.
Correct.
You also know that Woodsman's Town is the hold of Mogdred's father. So
yes, who doesn't have a good relationship with Mogdred.
Oh, what's his name? Eoma or something like that?
It is. I've got it there. Let me give it 1 sec.
Yeah, okay.
Lord of Torrance Hill. What's it called? Ingomere.
All right.
I think he's still alive, isn't he? Actually, I better just double check. He does die soon. Better make sure he isn't already dead.
Just check the timeline, yeah.
And Ingomere is respected, I take it.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no, he's still alive.
Cool.
All right.
Good thing to keep track of.
I think that's a plan. So Woodsman Town, talk to Ingemere and others. Send a message to Eora to establish her presence in Fort Arlas and take command. Send stuff out to Mountain Fast, and then we travel down to Fort Arlas and over to Cairns Fast. And I think that will probably take a lot of effort. I'm happy to send a message up. I need to send a message up to the Elves anyway, Thranduil, to inform them of the presence of one of the 9 anyway.
Now,
And
I
as
will
well-
ask you, do you want to split the party? Not saying you normally do, but I will give you the option. And the reason I'm giving you the option is you've
Yeah.
also stated you want to hit up the Bjornings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
the
it
other
would be
question-
worthwhile for this.
Yeah, I think so too.
The other question is getting research on the Nazgul, etc. Is Rivendell an option to go to?
Yep.
It's a while away.
So
There is
it's,
another really old elf there. Well, there's a few of them.
It's very
That's
true.
true.
There
That's
is.
true.
Well, he might be out doing something, Glorfindel, but you never know.
Yeah. Because what season is it now?
Sorry?
Like, is it spring now? Are we going to spend the summer rousing up people
Yes,
with the
pretty much.
idea that we will overwinter and then take the fight to?
Well, you need to
Modred
gather
in
the
the spring?
forces, right? Like you
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
are gathering an army. Armies take time. They don't just
Yeah.
appear. So you need to go and convince a bunch of people that we need to gather our forces and take on Mogdred. And then then the army needs to gather, which means you need to summon all the people together and they all need to gather in a place. And then you need to march to the place where you want to deploy the army. So yes is the answer. You are talking about months of activity, not weeks.
Yeah. So it could be that we winter in Rivendell
Yeah.
and then like the as we head south we gather up all the different troops from all the people that we've spoken to.
Yeah, I actually quite like that idea. That works well. That'll give you one more season of development, which will work quite well. And yeah, okay. No, I'm sold on that. That sounds good. So, all right. So the plan is then you're going to spend spring/summer kind of gathering as many forces, or making your case to as many forces as possible. You're then going to spend Yule in Rivendell, which will give you the chance to do the research, seeking rumors, doing research, all those other things. And then in spring of whatever year it will be, 2962, maybe? Is it that late already? What year are we up to? I think it's about that year.
I thought we were 59.
Crikey, we're getting on.
It's 2959.
It's 2959. So that's right. Yeah, sorry. So in 2960, you will seek to take forces south to deploy against Mogdred. Feels like a plan to me.
Excellent.
Now, can I get that battle roll, please? Because I'm going to give you one. If you make this battle roll, I'm going to give you one additional piece of insight.
Who's doing the battle roll? Is it Niall?
Niall.
Okay.
Yes.
You have another dice from me, Niall.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's see this.
Ooh.
Oh, this is
Great success. Well done. Okay. One very minor suggested change to your plan is that you actually start at Caedwin's Fast. So you go there first. The reason being, Black Tarn doesn't have the forces to hold Arlas. That was the whole reason you had to bring Modred's troops on board. They literally didn't have the forces.
Mm.
The only place that has the forces to hold Fort Arlas in the south at the moment is actually Caedwin's Fast. And you've seen Dagmar. So you do have some doubts maybe about Dagmar's, loyalty, maybe not. It's not clear. Anyway, whatever. But she's got like properly equipped soldiers. Black Tarn does not. So
All right.
the only so Niall's one moment of insight is, well, actually, like we could start at the bottom and go up, and then sort of that would be actually, we could get Cadwin's troops pretty quickly engaged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That's cool. So do that first.
So first bit of travel then is from Ross Gobble. Dun, dun, dun.
We should get frequent flyer points for this one.
Gosh.
8 hexes of travel. All right, we need a new travel thing. Hold on, let me get the travel thing. Let me get the travel thing. I need to get a new travel thing. I need to create a travel thing. Actually, I can't. It's been a little while since I've actually thought about this. I think I can. Can I not create it? Oh no, I can't. Can I have to? Yeah. Oh, I haven't dragged 29. Oh, those aren't dragged on. Whoops. Hold on. We're missing a few. Hey, there you go. Hey, there you go. The plan goes perfectly. Yeah, that can go on there as well. All right. So let's do this.
Dwarf road clearance. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Diplomatic effort. There we go. That's what we'll call it. A journey log. We're creating it. We're making the year 2959. Boom. It is the season of summer. And we're doing the first event. Rightio.
Okay.
We're ready to roll.
Travel
Oh, actually,
roll.
I need to hold on. I need to add you. Sorry, I need to populate. There we go.
Yep. Cool.
Cool.
Okay. Travel roll incoming.
Dun, dun, dun. Straight success.
Success.
All right.
We'll take those.
It's the Widlands. And it is a mishap with the hunter.
Whoa, no.
Uh,
Go on now.
what happened to me?
Tell us what happened, y'all. Make that hunt and roll.
That's it.
Oh, great success. Sorry, I saw the eyesore and I got excited.
I did. I also wanted for a second.
All right.
Tantalizing.
Okay, so all right, so and it was a mishap. Okay, so you all get 2 fatigue, and basically this is when you've traveled along and you're crossing the water, and basically forces are now so things are happening to slow your progress, and in this particular case the boat itself was holed. It had been holed in multiple places, but you were able to notice it before you went paddling onto the water, and therefore you suffered no effects. So now I will just give you all 2 I think I can just do it here. Does that work?
Yep. That's good if you can do that.
Is that appearing on your sheets? Oh. Anyway, we'll get a running total. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So another roll, please, from your travel leader. Hey, travel leader. Great success. So that's 4. So you're just on the outside edge of Caedwin's Fast. So I'll make that the Borderlands, which is favourable. So you should. Holy shit. Okay.
That would be Buren.
Yeah.
Okay, Buren. Are you the scout, Buren?
Yeah,
Yes.
probably.
You
That's
are.
a
I'm looking at
scan
it
roll.
right here.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
Event type despair. Perfect.
Yeah, despair and misery. Dark, depressing thoughts.
And the roll is.
Explore roll. I think the bacteria has taken over.
Yeah. Oh, explore. Oh, okay. Copy.
Yeah, you've got a roll, buddy. It's a roll.
I didn't know which one it was.
It's explore.
Okay. I did.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, you don't all gain 1 shadow.
Oh, that's
So what
good.
happens is, basically, like, so you're all getting dark dreams now, right? Like the forces of darkness are gathering against you, and you can hear whispered voices in the leaves of the trees. So these sort of whispered, you have no chance of success. Give, surrender to the great Lord, and He will bless you with many gifts. So you're being tempted by the darkness, and you hear it in the wind and the breeze that travels through the trees of Mirkwood. But because you are mighty and brave adventurers, you do not suffer the effects of said dark temptations, and you deny their force upon you. All right. So you don't need a travel roll because you, in effect, can't fail because you're 1 day away. So you get there. All right. So you've arrived outside of Caedwin's Fast. I'll just close that for now and put it on. Actually, I'll just put. Sorry, I will do one thing. I will put it on. The diplomatic effort goes on. We are done. And I'm pretty sure I have a scene for Caedwin's Fast. I'm sure I do. Do I not?
Oh.
Have I not done that already? No, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was missing something. Imagining. That's the word I'm looking for. Imagining. Oh well. All right. I was wrong. So you are outside of Caedwin's Fast. What would you like to do? Do you just boldly stride in, make your presence known? You were here just a year ago, I think. Or maybe not even a year ago.
No, it's just a few months.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a few months ago we were here talking to Dagmar with Athala. Quietly talking to Dagmar without Athala about her relationship.
Yeah, carefully managing the risk of Athala and Dagmar. Well, you were worried that Dagmar may have had something to do with it.
Exactly. It was very upsetting. It was very upsetting for everyone involved, I think.
Yeah. So
how pregnant was Dagmar last time we saw? Because she may have had a baby.
Yes, that's true. Oh well, let's roll. D10. I reckon 6 out of 10 chance. There you go. Very recently, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
Right. So, Caedwin's heir has been born to Dagmar. Dagmar and Caedwin's heir has been born. All right. So you stride up. There's 2 guards. They look a little bit more organized than they did last time. You may recall last time they were not the most impressive. This time they seem a little bit more, Ready. Dagmar's obviously been drilling them hard. They're wearing, as previously though, they're actually wearing quite good gear. Like they're wearing chainmail shirts. They've got nasal helms. They've got proper shields. They've got spears. They're probably even carrying a sword or something similar, a long blade of some description as well. So they're very well equipped.
Wow. Yeah, fully kitted out.
Fully kitted out. Halt! Who goes there? They say with their shields and spears in front of them.
We are friends of Kedwin and Dagmar.
They look at you. Ah, yes, we have seen you before. One of them says, "Sorry about last time." Yes. Yes, we are excellent. I assume you would like to be announced to the chieftain and his consort.
Yes, yes.
We really
Excellent.
need a group name. Like
We
company
do.
tree.
I was just thinking that it's kind of awkward to just call ourselves by like friends of so and so all the time. It's a little weird,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. And what if they don't know the person we're friends with? Then it's
Yeah, then we're screwed.
Yeah,
Right.
we need a company name. That's a good point.
That's right.
Well, you've probably
How
only
many-
got 2 sessions to come up with it, so you know.
Yeah, I was like,
The Fellowship of something.
been
I'm not.
10
The trees.
Yeah.
we have 10 years of travel logs and we have not yet come up with a name.
We didn't want to rush it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
got to come
yeah.
naturally, you know? You can't force a name like that. You got to let it come naturally.
Okay, so are you giving a company name? Is this
I've got
like
it.
the
Not yet,
scene
we
from the
haven't thought of
Mystery
one.
Men?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The super
What
squad.
are we? Some kind of suicide squad?
No, we're not going to give a name yet. We're still working
Okay.
on that one.
But we've just
Right.
now announced that we need to have a name at some point.
Yeah. It's now in
Okay.
the group mind, so we can like
Yeah.
put a pin in that.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it at a later
That's,
time.
you know,
but-
that's on the agenda. We'll get it done.
Okay, all right. So you announce yourselves, and they escort you to Cadwin's beautiful sort of fast, to his big hall, and he's there. Obviously, Dagmar's there, and she's carrying a baby. She has a baby.
Right.
Well,
That's so exciting! Congratulations!
Yes, it is. It is excellent, and she is already a strong and mighty girl. So you know, Dagmar's happy because
If you look at the nursemaids and things sporting bruised eyes and other things.
She's only a couple of months old. She's still mostly just a brick.
It's a random
with legs and feet. That's right. She's still mostly a blob, but she's there. So Dagmar, well, Kedwin asks, so have you come to meet my new heir? He's very excited because this is continuity here. This right there. That's what it's all about.
That's the future, that is.
yeah.
That is the future.
Yeah. Well, we
Yeah.
would like to offer our most sincere congratulations for this.
Right.
It's truly wonderful news. We're so happy for you. We do have something else that we wanted to talk about.
Speaking of heir,
Speaking of the future,
Speaking of the future, yeah.
It's in peril.
there may be some minor issues developing in regards to the future that we think you should be brought to your attention. Is that the sort of argument?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
All right. So, all right. Well, what brings peril? What would bring peril? He says. And Dagmar looks at you. She already knows the answer before you've even given it. Anyway.
yeah. knows
So-
exactly what's going.
Yeah. So.
We bring unfortunate news of happenings in the south of Mirkwood. It seems that perhaps Mogdred is no longer allying himself with the woodsman. He has chosen new friends of
And
the
what-
more unsavory sort.
I see. And these newer friends of
Darker.
the more unsavory sort.
made a new friend.
Darker
Like-
friends.
Yeah, trolls, goblins, orcs, wraiths. The more shadowy kind.
As you will recall, you actually have saved Kedwin has actually run into a white, I should say.
Yes.
White.
We in the barrows.
rescued
We
him
saved
from
him
it.
in the barrows.
Yes, you actually saved him from one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. So, I see. Dagmar looks unsurprised.
We're going to ignore that.
Cat's out of the
Yeah.
bag.
Look, I believe that she is redeemed. I believe that she once was an ally to Mogdred and has changed and is following a new path now. Whether
So
it's
she's
because
certainly
she
allied to a
necessarily-
different. She's certainly allied to a
Yeah.
different side of the equation. That is true.
Exactly. Look, whether she is against it out of a sense of goodness or rightness, or just out of a desire to keep her own standing, is irrelevant.
God, Apple has sold out so much.
Yeah.
Bonga would never have taken this path, Jason. Bonga
Yeah.
would have been
Bonga would
there
never-
pumping
That's
for
just-
Dagmar's,
Bonga would have
conversion.
managed to convince Dagmar to be fully a convert. Bonga would never have to worry about Dagmar.
That's true. Bonga never had to handle the tough questions because everyone just liked it so
Yeah.
much. It just-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he would will it. Bonga would will things so hard that people would do it because they just wanted to please her.
yeah.
Exactly.
He wants to be spoken after all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was very fast spoken.
Wow.
Okay, so you've made the compromise in your own mind.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Kerwin, however, is still mostly in the dark. So to be clear, Dagmar has leapt ahead.
Yes.
You can see it in her face. She's already
she
kind of
knows
worked out why
exactly.
you're here. She kind of
Yeah.
goes, I can see where this is heading. Kedwin's just not quite as clued in on Mogdred as she is. He's not dumb, but he's probably
But he's
not
not as,
informed.
Well,
Yeah.
she's got an insider's view, so she's of course going to know more than he has.
Yep, that is true. She does have an insider's view. So she's like, okay, so what does so Kedwin's like, so then well no, actually you've told him all right, so once again it's a council roll. And because he's kind of expecting you will ask for support, but he's probably not expecting you to ask for it to happen immediately, which is pretty much what you need to do because you need him to go and take Fort Arlas by force,
Yeah.
possibly.
Well, last we were there, it was Mogdred's people on shift.
Yeah, which should suggest that by now they should not be the primary force in the
Yeah.
castle because they do rotate.
That's right,
It's just
yes.
making sure there's a larger presence this time. Oh,
So
Kerwin.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a d6. On a 1 to 3, it's already come around to Kedwin. On a 4 and a 5, it's Black Tarn, and on a 6, it's Mogdred.
Yeah.
Ooh, it was close.
Oh, it's Black
Oh my
Tarn.
goodness. Okay, that's okay. We're good with Black Tarn. Black Tarn's good and comfortable, they will need
Now,
support,
the Black Tarn doesn't have the same level of forces, though, which was the whole
No.
point.
which
They
is
don't
why
have
we
the same
need
level of forces.
Kedwin. Yeah,
Yeah.
Hmm.
yeah.
Early
Right,
deployment of his troops.
Here
So we
you
just
go.
need him to reinforce Fort Alice and hold it against
Yep.
all comers.
Yep. Not actually hand it back over to
No.
Mogdred's forces when they turn up to reclaim possession.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Council, guys.
All right.
So you may
Yeah.
wish to use ore, because this is more of a military thing than a courtesy thing, I would argue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you might want to deploy the dwarf.
Buren, you ready to step
Deploy
up
the
here?
Fury.
Deploy the
The door.
Yeah.
Just pump him up.
Because it's an ore roll. It's an ore roll, not a
Yeah.
courtesy roll. You're trying to impress him with, sort of, we must go out there and strike now. It's a kind of call to action military style gig. So can I get a ore roll, please, from Buren? I assume.
Yeah.
Because no one has
Yeah.
anything like the ore.
Massage Buren's shoulders and push
Go,
him out.
Buren.
and,
You
Go
got
get him,
this.
Tiger.
Yeah.
Go get it.
Our
Yeah.
combined forces
All right, great
will come
success.
together.
Still a great
He's so good at this. All right, so Buren, what's your call to action, Buren? And it's okay, Buren still does the job, but what's Buren's call to action here?
Well, with this blight in the south has been hindering the development of not just one great house, but many. And with a combined force, we can expulse this from our woods, this blight, this evil. And you brave warriors, I see no better in all of insert the world. What's the what? I was gonna say Tamriel. It's not Tamriel. What's the
It's
world
just Middle
of
Earth. It's just Middle Earth.
Middle Earth? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
All of Middle Earth. Yeah, and
Or Arda. Yeah.
and I would be honored to fight. We would be honored to fight and help coalition a regiment of forces. Yada yada yada. Amen.
No, that's more than covered it. Yep. Okay. So with a great success, you own once again. It's just a short one because you may or may not recall, but Kedwin doesn't like Mogdred very much.
No, he
Yeah,
does
yeah.
not. They are not friends.
That was established right at the beginning. The first time
Yeah.
you met them both, it was pretty clear that Mogdred and Kedwin were like two dogs trapped in a very small space who did not like each other very much. So the skill sets that you could use to convince Kedwin, definitely persuade, riddle. I'm going to allow battle. I will also suggest that you could use insight, because you could actually try, because like you kind of know that Dagmar's probably a little bit deeper into the background of this story than she'd like to admit publicly. So there is an option where you could, in effect, get Dagmar onto your side with a couple of hints about, we know that you know that we know.
Yeah.
So maybe you want to back us in so we don't have to talk about what we know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it can all stay just between us.
That's
Yeah.
right. We're all
Between friends, yes.
That's right.
Friends.
And that's and I think in Hutton. So in Hutton, insight, battle, persuade kind of feels like the right set of skills. Happy to take advice on another skill if you can think of a way to make it make sense. But those are the ones that speak to me when I first look at it. And no, you can't use ore because you used ore to open the door, as it were.
I was going to pitch law to bring out the old woodsman's laws and bindings, obligations.
Okay, yeah, he's a signed up member of the council.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably allow that. Yep. Like, according to the ancient pacts which bind the woodsmen together, you have sworn blah 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 blah. That's
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yep. I think that sounds pretty legit.
Because I can back that up with folklore distinctive feature as the messenger.
Ooh, go on the distinctive feature.
I got to use it sometime.
Got to use
All
it
right. Well, I
sometime.
reckon you should go for it then, Gloridale.
All
Do
right.
it.
This is your
According
moment,
to the
Gloridale. Burn that hope.
Okay, I will. Hope, inspired. Let's do it. Oh, look at all those ones.
What is it?
Great success, though.
It was just there.
All right. So, what's your pitch? Well, I guess we kind of just talked
We've
about it.
covered that really. The ancient bindings, the understandings, the blood that we share, etc., obligation, etc. In time of need, etc. We'll stand together.
Okay. So the way I'm going to rule this is the more successes you get than the base 3 you need, the more of his forces he will deploy.
Okay. Cool.
That seems legit. So if you overachieve, he'll throw more soldiers than he might otherwise throw into the mix. That may inspire you to push hard.
All right. Well, I was going to enhearten a game.
Okay. Yep.
And yeah, I'll just roll it since I have that here.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh,
Holy
there's
shit,
a
you guys
secret
are on
there.
fire.
Heck and heck.
Right.
What is this
That's
doing?
5 successes.
Awesome. Yes, so I'm going to do the whole, look, this is for the future of your line. You've got this beautiful new baby girl. You want her to take over your fast and lead your people into the future. That means we must protect her now, and that means holding Fort Arliss against the darkness in the south.
And beyond, driving him out of the south, obviously.
Yeah.
You've already exceeded the numbers by 2, and you're only 2 rolls into 4. All right, so 5 successes so far. Who else would like to have a roll?
Well, I would like to go in with the insight kind of,
But I
I'd
know
like
that you know that
I know that you know. I know that we all are aware of the threat that Mogdred poses.
some
We
more than
all
others.
know. We all know.
Hint, hint.
Hint,
Okay.
kind of.
With meaningful looks.
All right,
Yeah.
make a roll for me, please.
Yeah. And could I use my inquisitive nature here? Or is it very
Yeah, right. Yeah, go on.
awesome. Heck yeah. Inspired. A great
Great
success.
success.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right, you're sitting
the
at 7
bag.
successes and you have 1 dice roll left. Niall, do you want to throw battle in?
Yeah.
I would love to throw battle in.
Yeah.
Do it.
Try and finish it off.
And this is how
One
it'll work.
success to go. But I will spin it.
Oh, nice.
That's a Gandalf.
Gandalf.
It's a success.
It's a
It's
success.
8 successes. It's 8 successes. Is that right?
Yeah.
3, 2,
Yeah.
2, and 1. Yeah, 8. Right, so you exceeded the number of successes you needed by 5.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Woo! Go team!
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because it's like you need a number of successes equal to the phases of the council. You got an extra dice roll because of Buren's great success, which gave you 4 dice rolls, not 3. And then, yeah, you just need to walk away with 3 successes, broadly speaking. Because Kedwin's not that hard to convince that he wants to strike against Mogdred, was my point. So it's not a difficult task in that.
Just
No,
how much is he going to lean in?
And he's going to lean in a ton, is
Mhm.
kind of where it lands. So he
We're taking
pretty
all
much
of Mogdred out.
mobilizes all of his soldiers, but also all of the sort of villagers. So he's going with the whole Fjord thing. Like he's summoning the Fjord, not just the housecarls, to use the Anglo-Saxony kind of model, which
But
is
the
actually
question is, what's
appropriate.
that going to do for his fast?
Yeah, well, he's taken a risk. He's actually, that's the whole point, is he's taken a risk.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys have inspired him that this must happen, right? That we can't allow this festering sore, to exist in the South. And
they didn't mention this place in Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit or anything, so
no,
Lord of
it
the
could be
Rings.
destroyed, might not be there.
Yeah.
Everyone could die. But no, he's going to send everything he's got to Fort Arlas to bolster the defenses, and then he's going to join with you in the summer or in the spring of 2960 with as much as he can throw at it.
Excellent. Wow.
Awesome.
Matter of fact, he may even hire mercenaries.
Goodness.
He has money.
He has money.
That's true.
He does.
Yeah.
Of course, that was one thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
And the thing is, he can sustain all those troops as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's actually able to bring to bear probably as many soldiers as the rest of the woodsmen combined.
Wow.
That's
Oh,
pretty fucking
wow.
good. Okay.
Yeah,
This was a good call.
good investment, guys. Good investment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
All right, so your trip to Cadwin's Fast has been incredibly successful. You are fated with meal and rest, and a chance to recover yourselves. So, as a result, I will just return your fellowship points to 9, and you all may take a prolonged rest.
Okay.
People going for hope.
I've got 11
Right.
of 15, so I'm
I've
still.
got 8 of 12.
I've got 8 out of 16, so I'd like to take 2, please.
And I'm 8 of 12. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a couple.
Bjorn, are you completely okay?
I'm 6 out of 10. I'm still miserable.
Maybe
I'll take.
Burn take.
I
Yeah,
can
I
take.
think
Well, how what's the
2.
total?
There's
So
9
9.
total.
9.
Oh, 9.
All right, I'm just going to take 1 at this stage.
I'll also just take 1. I don't really need
Can I take 3?
more of that. Yep,
Oh, thank you. Thanks,
5.
guys.
which means there's 2 left for Nyal.
Cool, I'll take 2.
Sweet.
Cool.
All right, so you have rested. I will return the fellowship points to 9 now that you've done that. Thank you. And you now find yourselves at Cadwin's Fast. We'll keep the same travel, but just to confirm, is the fatigue that I'm entering in the table appearing on your sheet?
No, it's not.
No.
Okay, that actually is kind of good, because what I can do is kind of clear out the fatigue you've accumulated so far, and we can keep on using the one sheet for it.
Yeah.
Which
See, I'm really happy with that, because it slows things down if we're always asking questions about fatigue in the travel. So if you just manage it there, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where is it? I created it.
You did. It's the diplomatic effort.
Yeah, there it is. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to zero out the fatigue because you've rested in things. But like I said, we'll keep the events. Right, so now you have a much longer journey.
Okay. If it's all right, would you be able to roll my travel rolls for me while I go and fill up my water? On this.
Sure.
Cool. I'll be back in a moment.
Let me.
What could possibly go wrong?
Let me do that. Okay, so I will roll. I'll put that there. Actually, that'll work. Okay, so Apple travel roll.
So where are we going next? Blacktarn or?
Well, that was my question. Are you going to what's its name? His place. Aren't you going to the Woodsman Hall or the Woodsman Town?
Yeah, we're going to the Woodsman's Hall.
Yes, that sounds right.
Yeah, but You could always swing by Black Tarn on the way, because it is literally on the way, and it will
True.
make a shorter trip. And you could give a heads up to Eorith, and then we could go up to Woodsman Town.
Is that what you guys want to do? Questions been asked.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
we should
I
talk.
think that's probably the best
Okay.
way to do it.
Okay, it's a success. It's nothing more than a success, but a success. It is all the same. All right, so you're in the wildlands because you're traveling along the guarded road. Oh, it's another despair, and this time it's the hunter's responsibility to dodge the despair. The shadowy voices are desperately trying to stop you. So, who is
Yeah.
despair? Bunny.
That's me hunting.
Meow. That's you,
We're
hunting.
going
Okay,
after
well, the
the meat
voices are still
first.
speaking to you.
Oh, nice.
Automatic success.
That's another
Okay,
Gandalf.
With a
One
knife.
success.
That's another Gandalf.
Glad.
All right.
Nice.
Okay, so you do not experience too much in the way of disaster. So you're here. Hold on. Have I got the ruler on? Yep, I do. I do. So you're going to Black Tarn, which is 6, and then, and then you're going to go to Woodsman's Town, which is another 4. So that's 10 hexes of travel.
Yep.
So you've traveled 3.
So halfway
far.
to town. Sorry, halfway.
And
to
you're continuing to resist the shadowy voices in the leaves that are whispering to you. Can I please get another travel roll?
Sure. Yes.
Ooh.
A great success.
Nice.
All right. So you easily get to Black Tarn before you encounter anything. So
Excellent.
Nice.
you rock up at Black Tarn. You know Eorith really well. At least Amaranth does. Because you are
So does Buren. They've been together for a while.
Buren does.
Yeah, but Amaranth is actually Eorith's heir.
Yeah, absolutely. So
Buren kicked butt with him.
my great
Over
mentor.
the years.
Yeah. Right.
We go back a long way. Okay, so
Yeah.
Literally, we're just updating her, I think, on what's happening with Caredwin's fast.
Yeah.
And the question is, what do we need her to do?
well, what do you
Keep
need to do?
troops at Fort Arliss and start gathering arms for all of every able-bodied person in Black Tarn, basically.
Okay. Intensive training as well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So she's going to do that. That's fine. It's just a given because she's basically completely aligned to you guys. There's no need to convince her or anything silly like that.
Yeah.
It's
All
really
right, so you move.
what we needed to do. Yeah.
So you move through Black Tarn and then you take yourselves to Woodsman's Town.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
So
Heading up the eaves.
Ingermere. Actually, hold on. Actually, it does occur to me you can actually go to Woodsman's Hall on your way as well. Like it kind of doesn't matter. Let me just check.
Isn't the Woodland Hall further up?
It is.
Oh, actually, sorry. Ingermere is at Woodland Hall, not at Woodsman's Town. My apologies.
Ah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we can do the hop to Woodsman's Town as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's kind of my point. Is you wanted to go to
Yeah.
Bjorn's house, so they're
Yeah.
both
Yeah.
sort of on your way. It's not like
Beautiful.
they're out
Yeah.
of your way. They're
Yeah.
actually quite convenient for you guys.
Nice.
So Woodsman's Hall is head by Friedwald, the runner. He's a wiry old man who serves as the chief messenger and runner between the 3 Woodsman's towns. He's still hale and hearty, knows the path of the forest better than anyone. Yeah. So that is who you have. All right. So this one's probably it's probably pretty easy. Like he never trusted Mogdred. Matter
Yeah.
of fact, most people don't trust Mogdred. So it's not that complicated. So make a I think we could actually just settle this with a pretty much a straight up persuade roll.
All right. Oh,
So
What
who's
is
got
persuade
persuade?
in our party lately?
I think I'm the persuader.
yeah. How much? What's yours like?
Mine is although I've only got 2 hits, but it's in I'm what's that one? Favored. I'm favored for it.
David.
But if
Ah,
it's
yeah.
target is 16. So if somebody wants to support me to persuade
I
him,
will
that would
happily
be good.
support you. I can support.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Gosh, you two should get a fellowship focus together.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So support from a companion. Okay. Here we go. Roll. Oh, for goodness sake.
You got a success.
I got a success.
So,
No, I'm just
Freedwild-
looking at the
Oh yeah, the dice roll
I
wasn't
saw
that great
I was
for
like,
that
oh,
many
shit.
dice. Well, luckily you were favored, so you got to ignore the Eye of Sauron. That was the magical
Mhm.
bit of that.
Yeah.
So when so Freedwild pretty much says like he doesn't trust Mogdred, but he'll follow Ingemir's lead.
Direction.
So if you can convince Ingomir that this is what we need to sort out, then he's all in.
Okay, that's reasonable. We can.
But yeah,
We can do this. Yeah.
that's what that's what it takes to get him over the line.
Okay. Can we also ask him to send a message to the mountain fast?
He thinks. Oh yeah, actually, sorry, no, he's the messenger. Absolutely. So yes, absolutely. Yep.
Great.
Oh, I mean, we could, let's just say that I asked Eorith to write a letter to the mountain fast in support of our request.
Yeah. That would be helpful.
And maybe you'll write, Burren, you could write a letter to the mountain fast saying, remember how we protected you from the invading orcs?
Yeah, that was quite the battle.
Yeah,
They should remember that.
Now it's
Yeah.
time for you to return the favor. La la la.
Oh yes, that's true. That's a good point. I'll see how good Bjorn's handwriting is and his literacy skills. Okay, let's do it. I'm sure he's pretty literate to an extent. Maybe not like a
Yeah.
hobbit, nowhere near like a hobbit, but or an elf.
Certainly write short phrases on the sides of weapons.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Bjorn will start writing on a letter.
All right. Cool. So actually, maybe we get you to make an all roll, Buren. Just for how effective
My
your
letter?
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
How good a letter is it, Buren? How good a letter is it?
Maybe I should like put some
Everything's
blood
large
on
and
it
bold.
or something. Write it in blood for something. Or I have a big ring, like those king rings. I'll seal like the
Oh
envelope
god,
with.
yes,
I
of
don't
course
know.
you had that. With
Yeah.
your house priest
I mean-
on it.
You are hideously rich, so
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
you are a lord.
That's funny. Okay. All right, I'm rolling. Where's there it is. Let's see. No pushing. Oh, this is a success. He's
Writing,
they know
Really?
him by name, but his handwriting is in his
really? You want me to write
Decipher.
something?
I think Buren is probably quite a good writer, but
I think
clearly
so,
your message hasn't, it's not coming through, buddy. There's the lack of the Barak Kazads at the bottom that really lets you down.
That's
Okay,
true,
so
yeah. You need
so
sound
you
clip.
That's right. Play this icon. All right.
Yeah.
So you draft the letter, and he will carry it, and he then suggests that you travel on to Woodland Hall. So that's
5. Hey.
another 5.
Hmm.
So, oh yeah. Okay, so I'm going to be going. Hold on. Actually, I can. What am I doing? Control and then Bjorn's house. So the total travel time is 21 hexes. Okay, cool. That's actually what I need to know. And I need the pop-out window that I have the events in. So actually we missed an event. Okay, cool. I'll just do that now. Well, can I get a travel roll, please? Oh, I got one, didn't I? No, I did miss the event.
No, you didn't get one. Yeah.
Better.
There you
Okay,
go.
all right. What is the travel roll? It's just a straight good old-fashioned mishap. And it's from the lookout this time. Hey, lookout. Look out.
There's 2 of us.
Clear it out.
Would you like me to take the Amaranth?
Go, Gloridel.
All right. I'll just do a straight thing. Yep.
All right, so
Keep it as
success.
close.
Okay,
Okay.
so it's just we're at 4. Nothing happens. I'm not too worried about that one. All right, so you've got the next one. So that's now, that was 3, and you were 7 days in. So yep. So you were basically pretty close to Woodsman's Hall. Then you do, sorry, Woodsman's Town. So I need one more event, please. Sorry, one more roll, please. Traveling. Oh, yeah, that was good. All right, so that'll carry you sort of, so that's 11 days. You've only got 4 days out of Woodland Hall here. All right, cool. So let's see, first of all, what event we get. Okay, now you're moving into dangerous territory. So the territory between Woodsman's Town and Woodsman's Hall is dark lands. It's actually mostly owned and controlled by the bad guys.
Oh, is it? I thought we were in the Eaves. Isn't the Eaves okay?
Actually, no, that's a fair point. Okay, yeah. All right,
'Cause
actually, you
We've
know
got a
what?
river that goes. Yeah.
I'm going to roll. I'm just going to roll something. Okay, you get the gander. So everyone regains a hope.
Excellent.
Oh, nice.
All right.
right.
Woo. All right,
Oh,
everyone regain a
yeah.
hope. What do you see? Let me think. Oh, shit. Well, what would bring hope to you guys? What would be the one shining thing that you might see that would raise all of your spirits?
A glimpse of the white hart moving through the woods.
Oh, that's not too bad.
That's a good
Oh,
one.
the white hart traveling with you, actually, leading you down a path, guiding you to your next encounter.
Yeah,
Traveling alongside us. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's go with that. That's cool. I like that.
Nice.
All right. So everyone get a hope back if you didn't already do so. Add 1 hope to your character sheet.
Done.
All right. Cool ease. Okay. So you're 4 days out from the Woodland Hall. Dun, dun, dun.
Ordinary success. Come on.
And you
I feel
didn't get any fatigue for that because it was a joyful sight.
Yeah.
All right.
Woohoo. Another great
success, which is 4 days, which brings you to Woodland Hall. So you arrive. Okay, so Woodland Hall is the biggest of the sort of woodsman encampments. It's significantly bigger than Rosgobble or Blacktarn, reasonably bigger than Woodsman's Town. It's also connected to the Bjornings holds in Strongford and other places, which you've also been to in previous times. You may remember this is where the guy had killed the other guy and you had to, kind of come to justice. And it's led by a now aging but still standing Ingomir. So Ingomir is a big guy. He's a big guy with an axe. He's he's kind of the guy. All right. So I'm going to let you guys have a minute or two of discussion amongst yourselves about what you might want to do here, because you do need to think a little bit how you want to play this one. So he doesn't necessarily like Mogdred, but he is also Mogdred's
But that is his
father.
son. Yeah.
You're about to make a pretty bold set of statements. And I will ask, it hasn't really come up so far, but do you want Athala with you? So think about that question. I'm just going to grab a drink of water. I'll be literally 1 minute.
Yeah.
No worries.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. I'll just straight up on Athala. I think we should keep Athala traveling with us because we're going to Bjorn next, and I feel like Athala will be. I feel like her word will have some sway there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know necessarily if she's going to be much help here, but
Well, I think actually what it does is it comes from. It's not just us. So at the moment, it's just us doing things, and we're kind of accusing his son of bad things, which, you know, not a nice person, but she's the one that has the sort of justice going for her.
Yeah.
And if he wants to, like, if he sees that as a worthy cause, then he will put his lot in. But it really is going to tap into whether he thinks his son is savable, so to speak. Are we going to capture him and hold him, or are we going to actually take him out of the picture once and for all? And how does he feel about that?
Yeah. I think, we do have to talk about, that disappointment of seeing someone close to you travel down a dark path and that fear that there's no way back for them.
We've tried to give them opportunity, as Bonga saw the remaining good in him that could have been kindled into a greater fire, but that fire has been smothered by the shadows.
I love that. This is beautiful.
That is a great story.
And I think we should also call on that Radagast, like, refer to that this is, we've been tasked to do this by Radagast, so it's coming from a greater authority and one that he'll really respect.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's our approach going to be? Is it going to be, I suspect it's not going to be an awe-inspired to arms approach. It's actually going to be more a subtle courtesy riddle.
Yeah, insight.
And potentially enhearten.
Potentially enhearten.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the plan, Stan?
Well, I think we've kind of come to the thought that we're going to call on an authority greater than ourselves. So, that we have been tasked to bring the woodsmen together by Radagast to fight this great darkness in the south. And that will be something he really respects. And then I guess I'm just trying to think, because I have honourable as one of my distinctive features. So I think I might be arguing more leaders must do what's right, even if it causes their own hearts great sadness.
were we going to let her talk?
Oh yeah,
because
Athala.
the fact is we want her to be calling forth justice for what happened to her and
Yeah.
her clan, her group, which
Yeah.
were neighbours. Literally, they were neighbours out along the Anduin.
Yep.
Mm.
All right. Sounds like a plan. So you rock up at the Woodsman's Hall.
Yeah. We're not. By the
Um,
way, we're not doing the big awe-inspiring thing. We're doing the more subtle emotive approach to things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. No. Good. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So you rock up at the hall. Can I? So the first thing you notice, because you've not really been here before, like you've been
No.
past here a few times, but
No.
you haven't spent a lot of time here. Actually, Gloridel, can I get a? I don't know. Is it awareness that I'm thinking, or a scan? I'd probably go with either because it kind of depends a bit on whichever, whatever you spend the most time on. So,
Well, it's going to be awareness.
yep, I can see why. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. No. Plan.
Well, don't worry about that then. Moving on. Anyway, all right.
Probably wasn't important.
Yeah.
Okay.
None of this keen-eyed either.
Okay. So so Ingemir is there. He's got a council of elders with him. Trusted advisors. He kind of projects himself as a first amongst equals. You will note, actually, as you sit down with Ingemir, that his affectation is actually quite different, for instance, to Kedwin's, who clearly sees himself as the chieftain of his people.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas Ingemir very much sees himself as just the most experienced of us.
Right. It's so communist here.
It's a little bit more community, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Ingemir, big guy, axe, loud voice, all the usuals, sits down with you, greets you, recognizes your importance to the community, first of all, and then asks what brings you to the hall.
So
Okay, well, what does he have a title?
No,
What is? No, he's just Ingelmere.
he's just Ingemir.
Okay. Oh, I don't know. I feel weird not giving him a title. Great. Oh,
we
great,
could call him
Ingemere.
honorable
Yeah. Oh, honorable.
Honorable,
That's
yeah.
a good one.
What
Yeah.
distinctive
Honorable
features has he got?
Yeah.
Tall Ingemir. What did
Oh, statuous Ingelmere.
All
Yeah.
right. Oh, Honorable Ingemere, we come to you with a plea for aid. A great darkness has risen in the south. We have been sent now forth by Radagast to employ the services of the woodsmen to protect the forest against this encroaching evil.
Protect your borders.
Yeah. Exactly. Will you hear us our plea for aid?
Of course. Make a courtesy roll, since you said you're going for the more subtle version. Yep.
Great success.
Oh, so close. It's great
It's
success.
okay. It's okay, everyone.
You're taunting the DM.
Yeah.
Because that's close. That right there.
is-
That's
that was
actually
a-
close.
There was doubt in her voice. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course. However, well, I mean, yes. Actually, sorry, he doesn't doubt that. So yes, he is definitively up for it, and will obviously assist as you need. Now, the way this works is he is going to be reluctant once it becomes obvious that you're talking about, could you just come south and beat up, your son?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that means that all of you will suffer a penalty of 1 die to your rolls.
Okay.
Right.
So the reluctant frame is that when you're making the roll, you have a penalty of 1 die applied to your dice roll.
Yeah. Okay.
Automatically.
Sure. All right.
Okay.
So
All
when
right,
we make
so-
a roll, we click penalty dice.
Yes,
Yeah.
1 off.
Yes. Yes.
But obviously, if you spend hope, then that goes up to 0 and so forth and so on. And if you're inspired, it's plus 1 die and so forth and so on. Oh, I think actually, no, sorry. You just put the penalty die in and then you say you're spending hope and it'll auto-calculate.
Yeah, it'll cancel itself
Yeah.
out. It'll,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sweet. Okay.
All right. So so you have this whole plan about, calling upon his honor. So does that mean Amaranth is going to have the first swing at the pitches with a call to honor?
Yeah. Absolutely. I guess that will be an hearten.
It could be a persuade. I would
It
accept
could be a
both.
Yeah, my hearten is much better.
Right. Okay. Good chat.
Hearten.
Okay. Good chat.
When the
So-
husband-
Yeah.
I'd really rather.
All right. So I'm gonna roll some hope, and I'm gonna be inspired. It's my honorable. Thank you. And I'm gonna have a penalty die, which
Yep.
makes my inspired go away. Oh, it won't
Yeah,
let
that
me do
makes
that.
sense.
No, it's just taking
Well, then
2
maybe
dice.
it just does cancel it out. So if that's
Yeah.
what's happening, just remove the penalty die. Oh, sorry. Just remove the penalty die and don't inspire, and it'll have the
Yep.
same effect.
Okay.
Yep.
So
You'll
we're
still
gonna do
spend the
that.
hope though.
Yeah, I'm still
spend the
spinning the hope. Yeah,
Lovely.
I got a
hope. Okay,
success.
you got a success. All right.
Yeah.
So, what's your pitch?
So the pitch is like that we have to follow what is right, even when it causes hardship to our own selves, our own hearts. And I know that there's great disappointment for him that his son has not found a path into righteousness, but has instead gone down a shadowed path. But that means it's even more important that he follows the path of an honorable leader and deals with it.
Okay. Well, you've. By the way, have you told him that Mogdred is a bad guy at this point?
I think he'll be part of it. Yeah.
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 Someone's got to tell him.
Considering the
Yeah,
penalty
we
on
just gotta like
on
rip
the-
his band-aid off. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you
you're
get.
sorry, in fact, your son Mogdred's the problem.
Yeah.
Just-
Sorry,
just
your
say-
son is a bastard. I had to.
Quite enough. Solid. All right. So at that point, you've broken free of the restriction of not telling him, and he is horrified. And whilst he can realize that his son, who had disappeared so many years ago, but he has actually been a pretty effective member of the council. So that's the challenge that you're facing into. Is like he
Yeah.
himself doesn't even trust his own son, but he also recognizes that his son's actually been very important to the success of the Woodsman's Council over the last decade.
Yeah.
Since members of your own group advocated for his membership.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
our group, Super Theseus, blah blah blah.
Ship of Theseus in reverse.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
other side of the ship of Theseus. Maybe it isn't the
Alright.
same ship anymore.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Nice. Yep. When do we flip the ship? Flip
Yeah.
the ship. Flip
It
the ship.
feels like this might be time for the riddle roll to explain the whole.
Yep. I
Well,
reckon
actually,
a riddle roll could be quite useful about now.
Yes. Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
a riddle roll.
Now,
Mhm.
one thing I will give you, and probably Jess could have used it, but look, it doesn't matter. I mean, at some point you're going to use it. You can get one bonus die from throwing Athala into the mix, like actually getting Athala to speak. You can get a bonus die for her impassioned plea for justice, which will cancel out one penalty die for
Mhm.
one roll.
yeah. I know.
Alright.
Do we want to use Athala now, or for like someone going? I don't think anybody else has got persuade.
I've got 1 point in persuade.
I've got persuade. But okay, but not great.
I could use a
All right,
magical
so-
success, but that doesn't usually go down well.
No, we
We
tested
should not
that.
do that.
Not
We
only
should
did
not
I
do that
affect
one.
Mordred's support down south, but now I'm affecting the king.
All right, Apple, are you making a riddle roll?
Yeah. Let's
Are you
do this.
Are you throwing Athala in to cancel out the
Yeah.
penalty die?
That was the
Yeah.
plan. Was after Amaranth had talked, she was going to talk.
Okay, all right. So
Yeah.
you
Okay,
need.
so throwing in Athala, which cancels out penalty dice.
And I can
Uh,
support you with the riddle.
Awesome. Okay, and I will also put in a hope point.
Okay,
All right.
roll the many inspiring dice that you have.
Yeah.
You guys are really not getting those successes out.
That's rough. That's not looking great.
Oh, that's so awkward.
It's like, oh, I can feel it, but it's not quite landing.
Niall, I just want to point out something real quick, which is that if you try and do anything, I can give you support and give you +2 dice.
Oh, your friend focus, lovely.
That's true. That's true. Does it work both ways, or is it only?
No.
No. Yeah.
You,
Well,
No.
it does
You
if
choose
the other
one
if
friend.
you choose if you
If I
choose the
also-
other
yeah.
person as your friend at work. Something
Yeah,
else.
of course.
Yeah.
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 Well, I have 0 points in persuade. I've got 1 point in riddle with a target number of 18.
Wow.
I
You could make a battle roll. I've let you make
could do
battle
a
rolls
yeah,
today.
yeah.
Strategically, you
true.
know it to be true.
It's strategic.
Yeah.
Think about
Yeah.
look, just logistically. Forget all the other shit.
Yeah.
Just think about this. Yeah.
He's
Yeah, I will go
compromised.
for battle.
He
Do you have
needs to be
actually? Can
taken
you
out of
support me in
equation.
battle, Apple? Do you have any points in it?
Yes, I do.
Would you give me a?
I can
a
give
two-
you friend support.
I will give
Woo!
myself a
Because you're
bonus.
my
two
best
bonus dice.
friend.
Don't forget the penalty die, Nat. Don't forget
Oh,
the
there's so
penalty
one
die.
bonus dice then. Yes.
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 Well, it's not. Oh, anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
oh,
Oh,
two
hey, that's more
Yeah.
like it.
What?
Yeah. You rolled
Gandalf.
2 Gandalfs on the 2.
Yeah,
on
two
the 2
Gandalfs.
dice.
Yeah.
Right,
That's got to count for
okay.
something, right?
That's got to count for something. Whatever. Anyway, all right. So you've now got 4 successes. You need 6,
Okay.
and you
Mhm.
have. You got a straight success, didn't you, on the original?
No, we got a great
Roll.
success.
You got a great success. All right. So you got 7 rolls. So you're actually rolling okay.
Yeah.
All right. So who would? So let's have a look. What now? You can try the same skill again. You just can't have. I would just rule you can't have the same person try it. So
Yeah.
persuade is an option. Riddle is an option. Enhearten is an option. Battle is an option. And I will allow song.
Okay, I'm going to do a song. I'm going to.
Oh, I want to sing with you. You love it.
Okay.
Right. So who's got the best song? You might want to make that clear.
I've got 2, but I'm also letting the hair down, and inspiring against fair because I
Okay.
am stunningly beautiful.
Okay.
I'm gorgeous.
All right.
And I also
Nice.
have a +1 for my elven harp. So that's that.
Okay. Wow. Wow.
That's
what
just
piling
cheating.
on the dice.
Without
Absolutely.
that, I had 3. That's just cheating.
But you could spend a hope, Buren, to assist.
You could do the drumming for
I'm gonna
Gloria.
put
Or you could
Indeed.
do another song roll after this one.
I'm gonna
with
run
your
a
own
comb
song.
and some lard through my hair and part it and put some
What,
oils in
you
my
look like a
beard.
nerd.
Yeah. You're not the
Okay.
only one who could get dolled up.
Not the only one who
Well-
gets all that. He says that he brushes the lard through his hair. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
it right there.
Great.
You're
Where
smelling a
do you
little
keep
dolled
that?
up at the moment.
Yeah.
Where do you tick that? All right, so it sounds like Gloridell's rolling. The question is, Buren, are you giving up a hope point to support Gloridella, or are you going to make a separate song roll?
Oh no, this is a competition now. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so that's definitely a
Right.
separate song roll then.
So
I'm going
I'm-
to treat
I'm
that as a
rolling
separate
with-
song roll.
I'm
All right, Gloridella.
pulling the heartstrings with a story about.
So penalty die is cancelled out by the harp,
Yeah, I've done that.
and then you get your hope and you're inspired.
Yep.
That's what you get.
Check. Got it. So a story about loss, but hope for the bigger picture, all that sort of stuff. It's somewhere in the back of the Silmarillion.
Yeah, you know, when Madros, is it Madros? He's one of the he's one of the sons of Fëanor.
Macros is the oldest son.
I was
Yeah.
thinking, Meglin. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
When Meglin
Meglin.
betrays Nograthrod, and
Yeah.
now we're into it. Now we're right into it.
Excellent. All right, here we go.
All right.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh no!
Elmir is not impressed by the song about elvish betrayal.
Wow.
Right. Harp goes back in the bag.
Okay, Brandon, you're up.
All right, do your
All right,
simple
I
little
wanna-
chant thing.
And a simple little gin and jig. I want to
his
use.
ass. Kick his ass. Boom,
Yeah,
boom, boom.
and then I'll throw beer on my face, and then go.
Healing to the base value of this warrior.
I want to use, in spite of you, I'm gonna use proud. Yeah, I want to use my thing, my modifier proud, and then I want to use a hope.
Is this a
point,
warrior's
maybe.
pride or a father's pride?
It's yeah, I don't know.
Dang ego.
Yeah.
Is this a leader's pride?
He's that's funny. The only reason why Buren has started with 0 in song, but he has 3 only because of your predecessor, Rovendal.
Yeah. Good. At least I think some change.
Yeah. Okay, so how do I do this? So a -1.
Yeah, just put penalty die 1 to start with.
And I want to use inspired too. A -1. Hope. Okay, I'm gonna sing a song about a young dwarven lad who is left at the altar by his betrothed and rekindles friendship and brotherhood with his friends over drinks at the tavern as they sing their woes together. That sounds good. Oh, no.
Apparently it was better received.
He marginally liked it.
There's no complexity in this.
It was like, it's all right. Yeah, it's
Your main Mine was chug-a-lug again. What the hell? Oh dear.
You just don't respect culture here.
It reminds me of have you ever guys seen that Scared and Afraid, or Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared?
Don't hug me, I'm scared.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
Don't Hug Me, I'm scared.
It's a
Yeah,
classic.
just
Sure.
reminds me of like when the characters are like, "Oh wow, I didn't like that."
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy. All right, how are we doing?
All right, so you have rolled 5 times, and you currently have 5 successes, and you need 6 successes,
We have 2
and you
rolls
have
left.
2 rolls left.
All right, I'm gonna try my persuade. I think.
All right, I'll give you
All right.
I'll give you an extra point.
Excellent. So
Okay.
I'm going to inspire against leadership, and the bonus dice from the support from a companion will be the penalty dice.
Yeah.
Go
Oh,
on,
who's supporting you? Who's supporting you?
Me.
Floridel.
Okay, Gloridel, burn that hope, buddy.
I've done it.
Yes.
All right,
Roll.
let's go.
Come on, 6s. Done.
Success, which does get you the 6th success that you needed.
Oh, goodness.
Oh wow.
Must do this. Come on, gotta go. Everybody else has got to go. If we
Okay,
don't go,
so-
we're all gonna fail. Like no one else will
So
come. And then it's
Inglemere is
disaster.
Inglemere is not massively excited by the idea, but at
No.
the same time accepts that his son, disappeared years ago and he doesn't really know him. And he doesn't actually really know his son. But also accepts the testimony of Athala that, this has to be done, right? Like that the laws of
Yeah.
the woodsman say, and the fact that you challenged him openly and then he, in effect seems to have sided with dark powers to avoid his just and honorable duty to face in combat, Athala and expunge one way or the other this crime is beyond him. So he agrees to gather the woodsman in Rosgobble in spring of 2960 and march south with you on that note.
Whew.
Throws Woodman Town into line as well, and hopefully Mountain Fast.
Right. Okay. So then you just have one last trip to make.
Yeah. Off to Bjorn.
Off to
North
Bjorn.
to the Bjornlings.
Yeah.
North to the Bjornlings. Okay. You travel north to the Bjornlings, who actually...
Oh, do we not need to do the travel for this or this?
Oh yeah, you do. Sorry, yeah. It's pretty light touch stuff actually at this point. So let's grab the travel, the diplomatic effort. Yep. All right, you've got, because you were once again, you got 4 days, didn't you? Yeah. So yeah. So all right. So it's 5 more days of travel to get to the Bjornings.
Okay.
You haven't failed a roll. You haven't failed one yet.
Don't
Come on.
speak those words out loud. Got a great success.
Nice.
Okay, that's just 1 roll then.
Yeah.
And it's in the wildlands. I'm rolling. And it's a 10.
Chance meeting.
Chance meeting. Oh, come on.
That's a
That's meant to
dwarven
be
reunion.
beneficial. That's meant to be beneficial, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, generally.
Whatever.
Well, potentially can.
It's actually beneficial. No fatigue is that the roll succeeds. No fatigue is gained, and I have to improvise a chance encounter favoring the company. All right, so Scouty McScout, Scouty McScout.
Burin.
Burn.
Burn,
Oh,
roll
that's
your
me, I'm-
explore.
My terrible explorer. Wait, so that means if I fail this, we don't get the good stuff?
Yep, that's what it means.
Oh, that's nice.
Just
Okay.
see it excessively.
Should I spend hope? Oh, I have to spend hope. Spend hope.
Do it. Do it.
Get it,
Failure.
Oh, oh, lucky day.
There was a party of. Bonga was in town, but you just
Oh.
missed her.
No, don't say that. You feel terrible.
Because I couldn't think of anything more beneficial to going and meeting Bjorn than accidentally running into Bonga on your way to.
And having Bongo go and, just tell him to help us, and then he does, because
Bonga.
Because Bonga. Because Bonga.
Exactly, yeah.
Exactly.
Because Bongo.
The words.
Yeah.
No truer words could be said.
Hmm.
All right, one more travel roll, Jason.
Okay.
Because you could fumble.
Let's do this.
And you
No.
didn't. Okay. All right.
We're
So you rock up at the
through.
Bjornings. Now, when you arrive at the Bjornings, sort of at Bjorn's house, there's actually a pretty large number of Bjornings there.
They've been dealing with attacks as well, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
Hmm.
And Bjorn is broadly not able to help you
Mhm.
because he's got his own problems.
Mm.
He's fighting the Biglanders, who are the enslaving types just to the sort of north and west of him, across the river and up the river. So he greets you, feeds you, allows you sort of a rest, but pretty much sends you on your way because he's got his own problems to treat with.
And our two hobbits probably want that because the Easterly Inn is in that northern section.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
At home.
Yeah.
All right. So let's just kind of
Recap.
wrap this up then.
Yeah.
So you guys travel on to Rivendell. So we'll do the Rivendell bit. I'm going to give you your experience. And then I strongly advise you not to hold on to any experience points that you might have. I would spend them.
Yep.
Just a suggestion, because you're not going to need them after this next session. After the next season, they won't matter. So if you've got some spares, I'd use them. I'd buy something. That's kind of my point.
Yeah.
Okay. God, this is good now. Like, how good is this? So good. Anyway, so I will click all active PCs, which is Amaranth, Apple, Buren, Gloridel, and I will hit save, and you have all received your adventure points and your skill points.
Nice.
Let's see.
Nice one.
All right.
Okay.
For instance, if someone was going to do a law roll, they might want to buy better law. But they also might want to buy better spear skill. So, 50-50 call
It's a
on
trade-off. It's a
Correct.
trade-off.
Or I may want to buy some sort of elven thing that reduces hate.
Gleam of Wrath.
Yeah.
That one. Or you might want to buy better Oh well, that would be buying up your what does it buy up? Your wisdom, doesn't it?
My wisdom.
That would be buying up your wisdom, which would also harden you against the forces of shadow. And darkness.
Absolutely. And that's the plan, is to
It's a
buy my
twofer.
wisdom.
It's a twofer.
Yeah. See, the
yeah.
thing is, buying Valor helps me against the dread, and it also gives me a reduction on the critical target as well. So, but the wisdom one is the one to go for me.
Yeah. All right. So going through it then, can we? So everyone, you get your heart in hope back.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm Max. That's
Same.
very nice. Yeah.
Right.
You are gonna want your hope for the next session.
Yes.
Yes.
7, 12.
Yes.
Uh,
Okay.
Oh, and do we add our something to our skill point?
Oh yes,
Wit.
you do. You add your
Wits.
Your wits.
Wits.
That's it, wits. So I'm gonna, because it's the last one, I'm gonna let you make a spend on. I'm also gonna let you make a spend on your so adventure point spend and skill point spend. You can have both.
Both. Ooh.
So you can spend from both.
I don't suppose Arwen's about, is she?
Yeah, pretty high likelihood.
Because I think it
You're gonna see Arwen for the
me
first
if I
time.
was to meet Arwen at this point.
Really? Why is that?
That's an elf thing. Everybody gets a hope back, but I get a shadow scar changed to a shadow point upon meeting her. But anyway,
okay.
You can only hope.
Okay.
All we have is hope.
So
Or,
wisdom.
right, do I want to put that or that up? Or what is my word?
So yeah, so don't forget, from the adventure points you can raise hope, wisdom, or a weapon skill.
I don't have enough to raise my sword. How annoying.
I'm just a little bit off as well. It's a bit annoying.
You can raise a hope.
Yeah.
I can afford to raise my sword. That's what I can do with my adventure points.
Can you raise
but
your
can
max
you afford
hope?
to raise your wisdom or your valor?
Nope,
Right.
they're both
No,
at 3 already, and I have 13 points. So
there you go.
I'm going to increase my healing with my skill points, I think. I'm going to increase my healing.
Okay. And Buren, what are you buying?
It'll probably be wisdom, I think.
Okay, which will give you an additional ability.
What page is that?
It is. Good question. I actually just had it open and then I've moved on.
I know, I can't find it either.
Yeah, I'm trying to find.
What are you
Rewards. 79 cultural virtues. Sorry. So you've got 80 onwards. 80 and dwarves
80
specifically.
onwards? Okay.
82 and 83.
Oh,
but
nice.
also don't forget you can actually take the non-cultural ones. So confidence, raise your maximum hope by 2. Dower handed.
Is there is there a difference? The cost for raising Valor and Wisdom is the same as skill points, isn't it? It's the same.
Yep.
No, it's
it's
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
It
it's the
literally
same.
is.
Yeah,
Yes,
it is. Sorry. Yep.
Cool, yes. I'm going to raise my Valor, my Wisdom. I'll decide in a second.
Yeah,
Which ones do I already have? I've got nimbleness and brave at a pinch. Okay.
Yeah, however, I will point out that when you take the standard virtues.
Where do you
Oh no,
find
they would
those
still come
standard
from wisdom. What am I talking about? Don't worry about me. Ignore me.
What
Page
page is that
80.
for the hope? 80?
Page 80. But you
If
still
we
need
have
to
a-
raise your wisdom.
If
So
we
if
have
you
enough
raise your
points,
wisdom, okay. All right.
Okay.
if
you
we
can
have
go.
enough points, can we raise 2 skills?
No.
Damn. All
I
right.
thought you could
You
raise
can raise multiple
skills.
skills. You just can
Can
only
you?
put 1 point in each of those.
I believe that's
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you can't
So I could
raise
raise my
a
ore
single
and I could
skill
raise
more
my
than one
insight,
rank.
but I can
Alright,
only
well,
put
turns
1
out-
point in it.
Yes, Jason. Turns out I was wrong. You
Okay.
can.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well then, I am raising both my stealth and my healing.
I will just point out, as much as I hate to double down on how tough the dwarf is, you do have the virtue stone hard.
What are the virtues? Stone heart. Which one?
Stone hard.
All your protection. Oh wow. As long as you are not miserable. Ah, it's easier for me to get miserable though. All your protection rolls are favored though. Oh, that's
Splitting
pretty.
Why
blow.
am I gonna add?
I might
pretty
get
good.
splitting
Thanks,
blow as
Thomas.
my virtue.
You might
So
get
when I
what?
splitting blows, when I score a piercing blow, their protection roll is ill-favored.
That sounds good.
Oh wow.
The inverse
does-
of Brandon's one, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's just go through this. So, Brandon,
Yeah.
are you raising your wisdom?
I'm probably raising my wisdom. Yeah, that's probably the best thing for me.
Well, then do it. So spend the
Okay.
points and raise your wisdom, and choose a virtue that you like.
Okay.
Apple, you have raised your sword skill. You're on mute. On that, you're doing well.
I raise my sword, my stealth, and my heal.
Well, those would be popular skills.
Mm.
Hopefully.
Okay. Gloridel.
I've raised my wisdom, which got me Gleam of Wrath, and I'm now working out what I'm doing with my skill points because I'm too short of being able to put my lore up. So I'm like, oh no, hang on, what am I? 3 short.
And did you
Sorry.
include your wits in your skill points?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Just
So
checking.
it is what it is.
It is
but-
what it is.
Yeah, I'll up a skill or so. I'll give you an idea in a sec.
And Yarl, did you raise your wisdom and did you
I
take
did.
splitting blow?
I did do that. And I also raised my healing, and I also put my first point into song because I had the points to do it, so why not?
I can't think of a reason.
Yeah.
Okay. And then finally, well, not finally, but finally, Jess.
Oh, I really don't. I am actually looking at raising my wisdom and perhaps taking dour handed.
Ooh. What does that do?
When inflicting special damage in combat, add +1 to your strength rating on a heavy blow and +1 to the fate die for a pierce.
Oh, okay. So you get piercing more frequently.
Yeah.
Okay. That's probably the more useful of those two statements.
The other, or I could do prowess, which is to lower your attribute target number by 1.
Yeah, but that's only for skills. isn't it?
And that's why I was unsure if that had any impact on
Oh,
combat.
actually, hold on.
I was just trying to look that up. Like, how does that work?
No, yeah, your attribute TN by 1. No, that would work. Yeah, you would hit more frequently.
Yeah, so if I made my strength 15 instead of 16.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah. Because what does the... So when I roll to hit with my sword, what is that rolling against?
Strength.
Strength.
Yeah.
So if my strength was lower, I would. I don't know.
All right, I've just added to my battle. That's all I can do.
All right. All right. Well, I'm upping my wisdom in any case. I suppose I should think that. So that wisdom will go to 3.
Hey, one question: is there any point getting an heir?
No.
No.
Let me remove any risk of confusion.
But I've got 5 adventure points left. What the hell?
What the hell? All right, raise your heir. Put it in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put it
no,
in.
5.
With the instruction, it'll be a dwarf, and I'll give it the instructions that they need to go into Moria.
Oh no.
No, that's all right. I'll just hang on to it.
Oh, for the new one. That's funny. I like that.
Okay. All right. So has everyone spent their points? Is everyone done?
No.
I think so.
I spent my adventure. Just wait.
Okay. Have you spend your skill points, Brandon? There's no point in holding on to them.
I'm going to spend mine as well. What am I going to do?
Maybe I should put one in explore, but I don't know if we're exploring. I want song too. I don't know.
Well, you can buy both if you can afford it.
Yeah, that's true. Let me think. Is it to go to level 3? That's 15 points or
Level 3 is 12.
12? Okay.
Mhm.
I printed out a nice little cheat sheet.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, nice.
All right. Okay. I kind of want you all to be done before I finish it off, and then we
Okay.
get ready for the next
Copy.
session. Jess, what did you end up taking as your virtue?
I'm thinking prowess, actually.
Well, then take it. Spend the points.
I mean, I spent the points, but I was still thinking about which one I was going to do.
I'll put in the stealth. I feel like stealth will be important.
I think there's.
That's
Just trying to see.
Yeah. All right. I'll put it down.
Okay.
This is going to go to 15.
Yeah, just raise your strength to 5. I don't care enough to want to make it hard. So just raise your strength to 5.
Yeah.
They'll have all the same impacts.
Yeah.
It'll make you slightly more damaging, but I don't care enough to be worried about it.
Yeah.
All right. So where we end is you guys can now make a lore roll while you're in Rivendell to try and uncover secrets in relation to the Nazgul. This happens now. You've got one chance for this roll. I will just be very clear. You have one chance for this roll. You either learn something useful or you don't learn something useful. It's pretty much a straight up lay down sort of story. You can assist if someone else has the ability to assist. Gloridel's obviously going to do the research, I assume, which gives you a bonus dice because Gloridel is an elf. So you get a bonus dice, Gloridel, for being an elf in Rivendell doing research on the ancient enemy of the elves.
Excellent.
Anyone assisting Gloridel in their research?
No one
Anyone
has
else
lore.
have a point in lore?
I have lore.
Fear in hell.
Let's go. Let's go, elf friend.
Buren,
I'm also an elf friend.
I'm going to be a friendship focus for you, Buren.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm going to risk your miserable hide to bring joy to you.
Oh.
And you know what? You could almost do the same thing to me. So that when you do help me with your 1 point of lore, we get 2 points of assistance.
Oh, okay.
The
Let's do
downside
it.
is that there is a downside about shadow and things, but that's kind of not worth mentioning.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah,
All right.
all right.
Give me your roll, guys. Give me your roll.
Okay. Here it
You
goes.
can have my hope.
Woohoo! Look at that. Oh, yeah.
Holy hell!
I am in
Extraordinary.
heaven in this library.
Yeah.
Holy shit. You know your way around a library.
30 to
Yeah.
go.
All right. So, what you discover and what you missed when you're at Woodland Hall, but now you remember. Now you realize. You link some things together. What you need
Miserable.
is a magical source of light, because these creatures thrive in darkness. It won't
The
destroy
lantern
them,
maker.
but it'll weaken them.
The lantern maker.
And you have lantern magic, don't you, Gloridel?
I do.
You got
I have
light
the
magic.
lights, and I trained with the lantern maker.
Yep. So, and in digging through the secrets that are hidden in Rivendell, you realize something that you missed because you failed your awareness roll. But anyway, whatever. You discover a secret, which is that there is actually a lamp in the Woodland Hall.
Okay.
Yeah, you walked right past it. It was Brathy's lamp. It's sitting right there at the door, but you right past it.
We were on a
I
mission.
disbelieved it actually existed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's actually
Oh,
a magical source of light that you can draw upon at Woodland Hall. All right. So that'll
Excellent.
give you something you can use to weaken the ring wraith when you face it at Mogdred's tower. So
Excellent.
next session will be just straight into the battle. I'm not going to make you do travel rolls. We're just going to assume you're basically going to rock up and fight the battle, and that will be the end of the campaign.
Well, we need to do Yule still.
I took
Let's,
Oh, well,
let's do Yule.
We're sort of doing your
Untamable Spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do your things. Yep, that's a good point. You can do your Yule activities. Sorry, good point. But you've done yours because
Yep.
yours is research.
Absolutely. And that's why I wanted to come here.
So that's what you've done. All right. So anyone else want to do what other Yule activities do people want to do?
Isn't there things like reducing our so have we reduced our hope, like our shadow, sorry, for achieving something?
You haven't achieved anything. You're planning to achieve something, but you haven't actually achieved anything.
Right.
As a matter of fact, the last battle you fought against the shadow, they won, you lost.
True.
We
So
should
we have
do
achieved
the
things.
raising
We'd
our
actually
fellowship
drawn
one.
out the darkness and learned
Yeah, I'm
that
not giving you shadow free. I'm not giving you shadow points for that.
it's all right.
Hey, we've uncovered that it is worse than we thought. Yay! Let's reduce our shadow on the basis of that argument. Or
We know
B.
more.
We should do the strengthening the fellowship.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Put it out there. Just wanted to call that one out there. I'd like us to keep those 9 points available. Yeah.
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 All right.
It's nice.
So
Nice
that's
9.
one. That's one. Anything else anyone wants to do specifically?
I feel like we need to write a song.
Well, it's the right place to do it.
Yeah.
It is. I think you actually get a bonus for doing it.
You get an extra dice. It's
Yeah.
Because that's what our journey song is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. What are other people doing?
Where are we?
We're in Rivendell for Yule.
Oh, I think I'll go and try and drink some wine and sit by a river and try and be peaceful with the elves.
Sure. Why don't you go and find Glorfindel?
Yeah.
See what he's
I
doing.
do, yeah, I do have that perk, elf friend, so that's cool.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
use-
true because you got it for saving the a couple of years ago. That's right. We'll actually point out you can spend 5 adventure points and remove a shadow scar if you've got 5 adventure points lying around.
Okay.
Mm.
Well,
I
I'm
have
gonna.
no shadow scar,
Oh.
so
I can't do that, unfortunately.
I do have 5 adventure points actually.
Yeah, me too.
Mm. I don't have any shadow
Well-
scars, although I could turn my temporary shadows into a shadow scar and then get rid of it.
Sure,
Yeah.
I'll allow it just this once.
Wait, you can
Actually-
remove a shadow scar for only
At
5?
5 adventure points. For
That's
5 adventure
retarded.
points.
That shouldn't be that way. That seems
No,
like
it's-
it's way.
Well, he hasn't permitted it until recently.
Oh, that's true.
yeah.
I feel like a
I'll give-
player could always.
I'll give it
never
to
go
you just
crazy.
this once because somebody was mentioning. Unfortunately, it was the person who's doing the research, but someone did mention they had 5 adventure points and they didn't know what to do with them. But anyway,
And ironically,
I'll
I've
take
probably
it. I'm not
convinced
gonna.
you
Yeah, I
to
won't
do
argue
already.
anymore with it. That's just.
have you got
surprised
5
me.
adventure points, Brandon?
I had 8 left over. so
Oh,
I just,
there you go. Knock off that
Yeah.
shadow point. Knock off
Yeah.
that scar, Brandon. Burn those 5
I
points.
just feel
knock off the
bad.
scar.
I've been like building this to try and deal with it because
Well, you don't have to. You could just fall into darkness in the final battle. I'd be fine with that too.
yeah, that'd be funny. I took Untamable Spirit for this last fight because I think Beer is pretty weak against the sorcery stuff.
We have noticed a certain,
Susceptibility.
unsoundness, a
Yeah.
certain susceptibility. That's right. Okay. All right. So we'll call it there. Singing song. Hey, Jess,
Yeah.
are you going to actually write a song?
Yeah. I think so. I think
Write a
we're
song.
gonna write a song for our woodsman's army for them to like sing
Oh,
to
perfect. All right. To
encourage
bolster their
them.
spirits.
both of their spirits in this fight with these dark forces.
All right. Because you're writing it in Rivendell, it'll have a bonus die when you roll for it. You'll get a bonus die to your song roll. You need to remember that though, because I won't. So
Yeah.
put it in a note, write it down somewhere, whatever you want to do. But yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So on that note, that's kind of where we're heading. So next session, so everyone's on the same page as me.
hmm
You will pretty much start just outside. You'll start on the border. I'm not going to make you do a whole travel journey thing. We're going to be right on the border, heading into the southern Mirkwood forest. You're going to be with a whole bunch of soldiers. You're going to be doing battle rolls. You're going to be then fighting at the gates of Mogdred's Tower is kind of how I'm imagining the battle, or at least somewhere near it. And that is
And you'll-
where...
Pick up a lamp
And-
on the way.
And you'll be picking up a lamp on the way to bring with you.
Heck yeah.
Are we all cool with that? Everyone cool with
Yeah.
that?
Yes.
Yeah.
This
Yes,
is going to be the big fight to end the
absolutely.
game, guys. So, people
This
may
is
not
it.
survive. Just making that point. Death will be dealt out in free and large amounts. It'll be like when you fought the dragon. Just
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
Yep.
I do actually ask if a message can be sent to Thrundle, just telling him what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
not really
called it
expecting
right,
much
though.
help,
There's no way
but-
No, we're not.
Yeah.
He's not coming down to fight with you.
No.
Yeah.
I don't expect anything from him. I just need him to know.
Yeah. All right.
Nice.
I'm just going to stop the thing. Just let me stop the thing.